In this video, we'll explain Optional Practical Training, or OPT, in the OPT STEM extension. OPT is a common way for Duke students with F1 visas to work in the United States after graduating. OPT lets you work in your field of study for up to 12 months. There are two types of OPT, pre-completion OPT and post-completion OPT. Pre-completion OPT lets you work part-time while in school and full-time during breaks while enrolled at Duke. Post-completion OPT lets you work full-time after you finish your program. Participating in pre-completion OPT will reduce your post-completion OPT time. Most Duke students use only post-completion OPT to have more time to work in the U.S. after graduation. This video focuses on post-completion OPT. Contact your Duke Visa Services advisor if you have questions about pre-completion OPT. To be eligible for OPT, you must be on an F1 visa and have been a full-time Duke student for at least one academic year. You don't need a job offer to apply for OPT, but you will need to provide information about your employer and job within 10 days of starting work. Here's how to apply for OPT. Step 1. Review OPT requirements. Visit Duke Visa Services OPT website using the link below. Contact your Duke Visa Services advisor or attend a workshop to learn more about OPT. Duke Visa Services can guide you through the OPT application process and provide necessary forms. Step 2. Request and receive your OPT I-20 from Duke Visa Services. Upload the required documents to Duke Visa Services OPT application portal and email your Duke Visa Services advisor. The advisor will review your documents within 10 business days and issue a new I-20 with your OPT request. You will get an email when your OPT I-20 is ready. Step 3. Submit OPT application to USCIS. After you get your OPT I-20, submit your OPT application to U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, or USCIS, within 30 days. Duke Visa Services will give you instructions on how to submit your application. Step 4. Receive your receipt notice. You'll get a receipt notice from USCIS with a number to track your application. Processing times vary, and it can take 3 to 5 months to get your Employment Authorization Document, or EAD, from USCIS. Check the USCIS website for updates. Step 5. Receive your Employment Authorization Document, or EAD. Once approved, you'll get your Employment Authorization Document, or EAD. This card is your official work authorization and will list your OPT dates. When you have your EAD and reach your OPT start date, you can start working. Here are some important things to know about OPT. Physical presence required. You must be in the U.S. when you receive your OPT I-20 from Duke Visa Services and apply for OPT with USCIS. No job offer needed. You do not need a job offer in order to apply for OPT. Many students apply while still looking for work. You are required to report your employment and any other changes of status through the Student and Exchange Visitor Program portal within 10 days of your OPT start date. Timeline. You can apply for OPT up to 90 days before your program end date and no later than 60 days after. Apply early to ensure your application is processed in time. OPT start date. You must choose a start date for your OPT period when you apply for OPT. The start date can be as early as 1 day after your program end date and as late as 60 days after your program end date. You may not begin working until you reach your OPT start date. You cannot change this date after applying, so choose carefully. Eligible employment. You must work at least 20 hours per week in a job related to your field of study during your 12-month OPT period. Many types of paid and unpaid work are allowed. You can work one job, have multiple employers, perform contract work, or even be self-employed with the right licenses. Unemployment. You have 90 unemployment days during the 12-month OPT period. If you don't have a job when you reach your OPT start date, You can use these days to continue applying for jobs. If you are unable to find employment before using all 90 unemployment days, you will be required to leave the United States or change to another visa status. Reporting. You must report all OPT employment through the Student and Exchange Visitor Program portal. Not reporting your employment can have serious consequences, including losing your current visa status. Now let's talk about OPT STEM extension. This is a 24-month extension for students with degrees in science, technology, engineering, or mathematics, or STEM. The OPT STEM extension allows up to 24 months of work authorization after you complete your first 12 months of OPT. During this time, you must work at least 20 hours per week in a job directly related to your STEM field. The OPT STEM extension can be a helpful benefit if you intend to live and work in the U.S. for a longer period of time after graduating. Having a maximum 3 years of employment authorization can make you a more marketable hiring candidate and gives you additional time to explore employment-based visas, such as the H-1B. If you are an undergraduate student hoping to work long-term in the U.S., it might be beneficial to declare a STEM-eligible major. To qualify for STEM OPT, you and your employer must fulfill the following requirements. Number 1, your degree must be included on the Department of Homeland Security's STEM designated degree program list. To check whether your program qualifies for STEM OPT, review the list of Duke programs and their STEM status shared below in this video. Number 2, you must first participate in OPT and submit your STEM OPT application before your OPT period ends. Number 3, your employer must be enrolled in the USCIS E-Verify system. Ask your employer if they are enrolled. Number 4, your employer must be willing to complete and sign a training plan, a Form I-983, that outlines specific training goals and objectives, methods of oversight and supervision, and measures for assessing your progress. Work closely with your Duke Visa Services advisor to meet all requirements and complete the application process for the STEM OPT extension. For more information on the application process and required materials, visit Duke Visa Services STEM OPT webpage. We hope this video helps you understand OPT and the OPT STEM extension. For more information and personalized support, reach out to Duke Visa Services, the International Student Center, or your Career Center.